policies. I supported the coalition in 2013 because it's for the leader. It's for the leader. Buhari was printing money. He did not utter any word. Now that you are now complaining that okay, Buhari messed the economy. It's not your party. What did you do to stop Buhari from messing up the economy? But because your ambition was just to take over Buhari, you allow me to destroy Nigeria, then for you to take over.
Mr. Deshino, let's look at it together.
Is that how a leader is supposed to be?
Okay.
Is that a good leader?
Okay.
Let's use it.
Let's play more into the APC's camp. I don't know if you have, what your opinions are as regards Umar Abdullahi Gandu J's resignation as the national chairman of the APC.
You see, man will always proposes, then God will dispose. Their thinking is that if they could have Lagos in their pocket, Rivers in their pocket, and Kano in their pocket, they are done. But that is not. It is only God can say yes, you are done. You remove Gandu J with his bringing in Kwankwaso. In the last election, as a presidential candidate, how many votes did Kwankwaso score? That is the question.
Okay.
How many votes? Only Kano. Only Kano. You are now trying to sacrifice Gandu J for Kwankwaso, and you know those the two characters are enemy. And you are now saying, okay, you now go for this, then you want to bring this. What do you expect Gandu J to do? Okay, to be looking. He will also play his own politics. Therefore, that's, you see, one thing, when you think that you are smart, God will always show you that I'm the only person that is smart, no human being. Tinubu believes he is smart. You can see the damage is doing in Rivers. Look at what is now creating another problem. Look at the Emirates issue as well, just to create division, to get Kano inside. But God will always tell you when it comes that, look, there's a limit for every woman manipulations. There's a limit. Because they believe that, okay, once you have Rivers, you have Kano, you have Lagos, I can tell you, you will still lose in Lagos.
Oh, really?
You will still lose in Lagos. Let them spend any amount. I'm telling you, they will still lose in Lagos. In the local level, people can vote because in the local level, local politics, they perform.
Okay.
And I told people that, look, I will participate fully in that local government election. But nationally, they are failed. And Nigeria will show that they are failed at national level. That's just my position.
All right. Some people feel that, like, for instance, like Dele Momodu, today he was describing the former APC, national chairman Umar Gandu J as a hero who took bullets for President Bola Tinubu by resigning. I don't know if you told same part. He said Abdullahi Umar Gandu J is a hero. In fact, he took bullets for Tinubu by that singular decision he made, resigning as the national chairman. What do you think?
Yes, of course, that is Dele's opinion. Because if I say I'm surprised, I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. I know that's the way, because when it comes to politics, give it to Tinubu. He knows how to manipulate and get things to his side. That is Tinubu for you.
Okay.
He's looking at Kwankwaso as a force to be reckoned with in Kano politics. That if you should get Kwankwaso to his side, the northern votes will automatically be for him. But the question is, when Kwankwaso himself contested, how many votes did he get? He did not score more than 2 million votes. Then what are you now talking?
Okay.
We have Bono, we have Kebbi, we have Jigawa, we have Sokoto, we have Yobe, we have other states, Kano and Kaduna. And I can tell you, he will even lose in Kano. He will lose in Kano. Let him be Kwankwaso, he will lose in Kano. That's just it. If we lose the Kano, because Northerners, they are always
but we have Kwankwasias there in Kano.
Yes, go on.
I said we have Kwankwasias in Kano. When you say the Tinubu will lose in Kano, I'm forced to remind you that we have Kwankwasias, and of course we have members of the All Progressives Congress in that state, Kano State.
You see, local election is different from national election. Kwankwaso will still hold on to Kano any day, anytime, anywhere. But when it comes to national election, it's a different ball game. Are you getting my point? Kwankwasia, whatever they call themselves, they won't have control over other northern states. I'm telling you, let election comes and let him go and campaign in Kano.
Okay.
With the way things are in this country, let him go and campaign in Kano. See what happened to him in Kaduna. Election has not come. He has been seeing the handwriting. That's why he's trying to do everything to get all this government to his side. And I can tell you, let all the Texas governor join his party, they will still lose in 2027.
Okay. And in the same vein, Dele Momodu, while speaking about, we're talking about Umar Gandu J's resignation, he was also pointing fingers to Senate President Akpabio to beware, be careful, because nobody is indispensable to Tinubu. Nobody, he can throw you away at any time. Nobody is indispensable. Look at what is happening with Shetima. He's about to let Shetima go, according to some quarters. But then he's saying to the Senate President to beware, be careful. Anything can happen. Nobody is indispensable to Tinubu.
Dele Momodu, you cannot describe Tinubu for Dele Momodu. They have worked together. They have been with Abiola. Even that have not even worked with them, I know Tinubu very well. I know what he can do. No permanent friend, no permanent enemy. His own permanent interest. Once he sees that his interest is being threatened by your position, he will get rid of you. I've told you, his calculation is to bring Kakwansia movement to his side by allowing Ganduje to resign. They force Ganduje to resign, not by his own will. They force him to resign, and they are getting rid of Shetima, because they are now moving that vice presidency position from. You could see what happened in is it not Gombe? Yes, see what happened there. You saw what happened in Gombe. Okay. When they wanted to endorse him, they only mentioned Tinubu. They did not mention Shetima, and they now said, well, it is the right of the president to pick his vice. That is to say, Shetima is gone. And you think the Bono people will be happy about that? Are you getting me? You think Bono people, despite the fact that, okay, they don't have the number of votes like Kano, 900 and something votes, if they deduct it from your vote, you will know that you are forced. You think Yobe, Kano, you move that thing from the northeast, and you are now trying to give it to the northwest. You see, Tinubu knows how to play his game. And I do tell people that, look, there's a limit to all kind of shenanigans, manipulations, because they behave as if there's no God. God is the ultimate that sees everything and knows everything. They will shoot themselves in the leg, because the way they are playing their politics, they believe it is because Lagos. He believes the way he captured Lagos, he can as well capture Nigeria. But fire is on the mountain. No, they should tell him. Abukino go green.
So it means one of the things you're trying to say, if I can interpret, some of your statement, is that the PDP is, the APC is in disarray. Is that what you're saying? That the center will no longer hold anytime soon?
Now that PDP is getting its act back now, you will see it will not create a lot of tension within APC. Those who have left now, they will come back. It is because they don't know what the PDP is of, because they are now saying that, okay, Wike is not the one controlling PDP. That's why many of them are leaving. Now that they are now putting their act together, trying to tell Wiki that okay, this is your bandit, this and that. You will see, they will still come back, because I don't see any strong opposition for APC in 2027 than PDP and other coalition joining the party. That's just it.
According to Dele Momodu, let me quote what he said just briefly. Dele Momodu said, "I knew this day will come very soon when katakata go bust for the ruling APC. Many of our political pundits do not have a knowledge of contemporary history. How could anyone have thought Tinubu's style would ever change after capturing Lagos State unchallenged for about 26 years? The fate that has befallen Vice President Kashim Shettima is nothing new. It befell several deputy governors in Lagos. Governor Ambode was the biggest casualty. Governor Sanwo-Olu merely escaped by the whiskers recently. But sooner rather than later, things we never anticipated will still happen." That is according to Dele Momodu. Things are still about to happen before 2027.
Of course. That is the way Tinubu always reasoned. When he was a governor in Lagos State, how many deputies that work with him? Bokno Akerele, he removed him within 2 years. Less than 2 years. Then Pedro, this and that, they remove it. Yes, I align with what Dele said. Someone who escaped because he's on his last lap. Assuming he's not on his last lap, they will have removed him like Ambode. You understand?
Okay.
You see, one thing about them is that once they believe that their interest is being threatened, whoever's involved is gone. You can see what he's now doing. He's not even giving regulation to the GAC again. That's a Governor Advisory Council led by Olusi. What would you look at? He will rubbish them. That look, go and reinstate Obasa back.
Okay.
You can see the politics. Because what you did not carry me along. It's not about carrying you along. There are people feeling, when people are, most of those members that were making noise the other time, I said, look, they were just making noise. When the chiefs are down, you will see that, okay, they will fall in line. And at the end of the day, what happened? What happened? That is the way he has been managing Lagos, and nobody has been able to challenge him. But that will not be applicable to Nigeria. I'm telling you, it will create a lot of katakata, as Momodu has said. A lot of katakata. I'm telling you, that will not be able to contain it. I can tell you that.
The federal lawmaker representing Obokun Oriade Federal Constituency of Oyo State, in the House of Representatives, has called on INEC to deregister political parties that are inactive, that lack national spread, or exploit the electoral system for personal enrichment. He was saying that they are not needed. They should be deregistered. Your quick take on that?
That is his opinion. The INEC knows their rules, and once you are in line with their rules, nobody can. That is his own opinion. INEC knows when to deregister any party that is not performing. After all, after the last election, they register many parties. You understand?
Yeah.
But it is also the beauty of democracy. If you have a platform and you form a group and turn it to a party, then you test your popularity. If at the end of the day you cannot make any headway, they will deregister you. But beauty of democracy is that anybody that is interested in, it's a competitive democracy. It's not about yes, no. Everybody can come if you feel that okay, you have the capacity, you have the everything to be a political party. Come, then the result will show at the end of the day that okay, you are not matched up. Then they will just push you aside. No problem with that. For that comment is his own opinion. The INEC knows what to do. Simple as that.
INEC knows exactly what to do according to your statement. But I also want to remind you that there are calls to strip president of the power to appoint this same INEC you mentioned, and of course officials. All right, calls to stop presidents from appointing the chairman, commissioners, and other presiding officers to the Independent National Electoral Commission took center stage yesterday in Abuja as the Nigerian Civil Society Situation Room issued its comprehensive credibility threshold for Nigeria's 2027 general election. Yes, strip the president of powers to appoint INEC officials. Some will say it can never happen in Nigeria. We should forget it. Every president who comes in wants to be in charge of INEC, wants to be in charge of the powers that be, control them, for his own gains. Do you think this can happen in this administration? Before I let you go.
What the Constitution says about appointment of an INEC. If the executive by our Constitution says they have the power to appoint
the president appoints INEC chairman, but there's been calls to strip the president.
There's nothing in the if they have that political will to do that, it will be a welcome development. As at what is happening, what is on ground now is the president still have that power to appoint INEC chairman. But mind you, you can appoint INEC chairman, but the power still reside within the people.
Okay.
That they will determine who rules them. Because when Yakubu was there, Jonathan, yes, had his own INEC chairman. At the end of the day, he lost election, and was it Yakubu who was Jega? Jega, yes, he lost election, and he was Jega, yes. I tell you, Jega, he lost election as a sitting president, and it's no big deal. I can tell you, with what APC is doing, they will lose in 2027. Just mark my word.
Lasisi Additional, thank you so much.
Forget about their propaganda.
Okay. Thank you so much for having this conversation with us this morning. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Edem. I'm very, very appreciative of you. Thank you very much.
My name is Jude. Ikami Jude. All right. Thank you so much. Let me let you go now. Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Okay. Like I said, I would want to read your messages now first and then take your calls. Okay? Yeah, before 12 on the dot. Let me read some of your messages at this time. Let me begin with what Benjamin from Shogunle said. Don't forget that some of these messages are messages related to what we discussed earlier this morning. Okay? So I will begin. This person is saying, good morning, Benjamin. Now, when will Nigeria see the end of petrol problem? Today, petrol increased with about 200. Tomorrow, reduced by 20 naira. One thought Dangote refinery coming on board will solve the problem, but the reverse is the case. Yahaya Bello should seek for medical care for whatever illness he is having here in Nigeria. Nobody should release his international passport for medical care abroad. He has opportunity to build world-class hospital in Nigeria, but refuse. That's what Benjamin is saying. And then Ikemba from Mafoluku has this to say. He said, Dangote is doing, or what Dangote is doing now, many seems good. It seems good, but whoever thinks that Dangote is doing Nigeria good should have a rethink. Have you asked why is Nigeria refinery not working? Have you also asked why it is Dangote that has the license to import cement? There's more than what we were told. Let's think outside the box, please. Ikemba from Mafoluku is giving us that one. Well, I don't know what you have to say, but for me, if you want to tool that path, Dangote is not federal government too. And there's been successive governments back to back that have not been able to fix our refineries. So it's not Dangote, he's just somebody who's come to also play. You might say he wants to take over the market if na yunko. I'm just being, straightforward, unbiased. Do you understand? Yeah, you would also want to dominate. In your environment, you want to dominate the business. You want to make sure people know you better than every other person. So, and the guy is doing us some good. It's reducing the pump price of petrol, if you ask me. Let federal government go and do now. What's up with NNPC? Huh? NNPC with money about 210 trillion naira was missing between 2018 and 2023. Or is it 2017 and 2023? It's okay. OC1J, let me come to your message. Peter Obi's willingness to serve for only 4 years is a welcome development. Other aspirants must learn to be responsible about their own interests. Let common good and collective reason be the yardstick for the coalition to work. I commend and congratulate the armed forces for their foray and recent victory in Zamfara. We must support them to exterminate these terrorists from our midst permanently. That's what Osimwache said. Good morning. Innocent Natasha grants bail on cybercrime offense while guilty Akpabio is walking freely because he is above the law. Huh? Okay. Good morning, JIJ, and happy new month to you. As the 2027 election draws near, political parties are experiencing increased activity, including defections. While this is expected, I urge all opposition parties to put their houses in order and unite to challenge the APC. Given the current administration's detrimental impact on Nigerians, it's time for a change. May Nigerians find relief and better leadership come 2027. Pop Chu sent that to me from Ikorodu. And then Elder Gochuku is saying seeking collaboration with St. Lucia is miscalculation by our presidency, because a big country like Nigeria don't need to go to a smaller country, a smaller country that will have to do that. Reno Mokri needs mental examination because he talks out of point these days. Mr. President should focus on his duties and stop being afraid of 2027 election. That's what he's saying. Okay. Prince Iotek, PDP should take Mr. Wike to court for discount. What did you say? An assault. How on earth will they rock PDP secretariat? I wonder why, or I wonder what Mr. President would tell the people of St. Lucia, where there are rules for law, moreover, and all that. Okay, Prince Iotek, thank you so much. Thank you. Do women think out? Godfrey, the women thought out the effect on women what Senate decision on Natasha is in politics. She's fighting their fight to women rise to speak out for her. It's okay. Good morning, Ikami Jude, please. Okay. SK in the cartoon. It's in the news. It's in the news. That's why we're talking about him. It's talking about Peter. Reno Mokri. Yeah. Happy new month to you, my brother. Shegun from Isheri saying, I disagree with your submission on Omokri's comment that Peter Obi won't keep his promise to spend just 4 years if elected. You said Omokri is always bringing Peter Obi down, right? Okay. And leave it like that. Thank you. So thank God you know already. The elites, the elders, the religious leaders, and the politicians. Is this the Nigeria of our dream? Tony Benjamin from Ejibo. Thank you so much. John Hollis from Agora. He said, I'm appealing to Nigerians across all regions to continue, pushing for electoral reform. Most importantly, removing president's ability to select both INEC chairman and chief justice of Nigeria. Allow independent candidates to contest election without, all of that. Vote against Tonga in 2027. Okay. Thank you. Good morning, Reno. To be ready to pay the money your master paid, Mommy Sam from Ayobo. Thank you. Let's keep that quickly and move to the next one. If Peter Obi cannot solve the problem of Nigeria in 2 years, as he has said, why then are we angry with Tinubu for not doing much? Just 2 years into his 4 years tenure. For me, any serious president can do much or can't do much for Nigeria in 2 years if he has the fear of God in him. Ted Okafor Badagri, thank you so much. Let me see what this person is saying. It's quite lengthy. Gabriel from Ikorodu, tell Rufai that the problem of this country is rooted in politics, which require decisive political approach. Thank you so much for your message. Let's look at more now. Good day. Honestly, discussing Reno Mokri is just a waste of saliva. All we know him as a chameleon. He continues to practice hypocrisy. It's okay. It's okay. OC Nwache, okay, not OC. OC Morale this time around, from TA Lagbaja Army Cantonment. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you indeed. Let's look at some more messages now, everyone. The obedient movement have gone past Reno Mokri and His Excellency Peter Obi's enemies. A new Nigeria is possible with Peter Obi. Let me tell Rufai Hussaini that Peter Obi can revive and stabilize this country in 2 years if elected the president of Nigeria. Sincerely, Nigeria owe Ndibo apology and compensation. Imagine how Fesak and Ikota roads are. We have government because Igbos are involved. Let's join hands and make a great change come 2027. Churchill from Ikorodu. And then Jane from Ikeja is saying, some time ago, the Lagos state government demolished properties in Festac, claiming ownership and non-perfection of title, blah, 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 blah. It is hypocrisy that when it comes to fixing, maintenance, and development of the same Festac, no one wants to take responsibility. Which arm of government levies and collects ground rent in Festac? Which arm of government collects levies and ground rent in Festac? The three arms of government are being hypocritical about Festac. Jane, thank you, Jane from Ikeja. Jude, please don't let people see what Festac issue. Okay, it's okay. Thank you so much. Chike from Apapa. Good morning. I disagree with Rufai because a serious president will solve Nigeria's problem even in 1 year. For instance, tackle the issue of insecurity so that farmers will go back to their farm. Peter Obi said he will call every agitator, Boko Haram, IPOB, and others, discuss and find out their mission and all of that. Chike, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you indeed. Message is playing to you. He reached 5,000. Jeez. Okay. You are actually promoting what? Reno Mokri by giving him unnecessary hype. Reno has been paid to demarket Peter Obi. Reno lacks integrity and can be highly controversial. He is just an ethnic bigot. Elder Prof from Isolo. Okay, let me take your calls, okay? Because of my time, at least. Make I add calls, join them before I leave. But then be very, very civil and be as brief as possible. Very, very brief. Alright? Less than 1 minute would be very fine. Is that good? 0700 903 903 903. WhatsApp 081 717 56338. All right, yeah, that's the number to call. And then let me look at this message now. My name is Chichi. I live in 3rd Avenue, Festac, Immigration Road. Right? Okay. Do you know that Keke Marwa shuttle bus don't drive through that route again because of the bad road? We live in that area, paying much money because we are going to turn around or turn through 31 road before we go to our destination because of bad road. Now, wow. And then, please, Reno and his paying masters are liars. So he feels everybody is like them. God will never kill the innocent with the wicked. God knows what to do in his own time. Good morning to you. All right. I'm still taking calls, okay? I will still take your calls. Okay, let me do this one first quickly because of my time. Hello, good morning. Good morning here. What's your name?
My name is Peter. I'm calling from Oba.
All right.
Please, I want to ask questions, please. Is it true that they said in this federal election, if nobody comes out to vote, that we'll all go to jail?
That's not true. What kind of a talk is that? That's not possible. Okay. Let me just let you go. Peter Obi said if he is elected in 2027, he will do only one term, and that is 2 years. He will solve the problem of Nigeria. It's a lie from a pit of hell. It's a political statement. Or what the statement he's making is a political statement you're trying to say. Hello, good morning. Chidi from Ojo Barracks. Hello, good morning to you. Sorry. You can call back, okay? Objectivity seems to be in short supply in Nigeria's political discourse. Okay. It's well. I disagree with your guest. I don't think the Igbos are the target in Lagos State. It's because they are the most outspoken. Tell me which local government is working in Lagos. You can count on one finger. The Yorubas are politically docile from S&D to, right? It's okay. It's okay. Jude Fubara Wike, piece of the graveyard APC. Go see the water come 2027. Huh? They are looking for the ticket or the stick to kill the snake, and the snake is looking at the bush to bury them. I see Fubara laughing at last. Sati Orisumbara. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Jude.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good
My
morning.
name is Obin.
Okay.
My name is Obin.
Okay.
With these faces of politicians and their talk, is this how Nigeria will do? Because I see everything here. And this Nigeria, I don't think that it can work with this type of men. They are speaking, and now Wike is another Jagaban of a River State, Jagaban 2 of River State, giving people conditions how Tinubu doing in Lagos. With this faces of politicians, to tell you the truth, I, Obinna, don't see Nigeria as what can work with this type of politics playing around. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much for calling. Appreciate you. VOP 90.3 FM. I'll soon be wrapping up, okay, everyone, because of my time. I really have to run. But this person is saying, okay. Can I read this message now? Yeah. It's quite different. Okay. Everyone, I think it's time to go. So much. Messages here are just too much for me, and my time is up. Okay. On Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, everywhere, I am IKAMIJUDEH. IKAMIJUDEH. That is Ikamijude. I love you all so much, and I will be back here tomorrow. 7 a.m. is the time. My name is Jude Ikamijude. Good morning and have a great day.
Please note, the views and opinions expressed